What's up, boys? Welcome back to today's video, and we are in the 2024 BMW X1 M35. Why did I decide to do this SUV? Well, it's the new version of it, just came out not that long ago. And two, it's a 4-cylinder now, B48 4-cylinder, twin-scroll turbo. So I mean, it's a little different than it used to be. I mean, it's still twin-scroll turbo, single turbo, not bad, but it's not the N54, it's not the N55, it's not kind of what it used to be. It's a 4-cylinder. So this car spoke out to me because it looks performance, and I'm hoping it feels performance. So I'm super excited to take this thing out today. We're already inside. You can already tell with the beautiful interior, the beautiful seats. We are ready to drive. So I'm gonna throw the head strap on and we are gonna get driving. Does it have the drive logic like the M2 had?
No, not quite. If it made an X1 M, maybe it would, but...
Yeah, I know. That's another thing, is I really like the X3 M's.
Yeah.
Those are really nice. So this is the B48 2.0 inline 4-cylinder. Interesting. Because I know the 35s usually had like the N54, the N55s. Kind of similar to the 335s and the like the 235, 335, and 435s. They had the single twin scroll. So can't go wrong with that, but it's not a inline 6 anymore. So it's a little different. But I do like how they put like the M-type paddles in this one though. Yeah. It's kind of nice. It's got a sportier steering wheel than the M2 had.
Yeah.
A little odd, but I like it. Kind of like the big displays too. It's not bad. It's kind of quick off the line. Like, it's an SUV, so I will use the paddles, but I'm also gonna kind of drive it how a normal person would drive an SUV.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of a performance SUV, but at the same time, it's still an SUV. So most people that buy it, you know, will kind of drive it in comfort mode or normal, and then we can see what this thing can do. So you got personal, sport, efficient. Different. There's a touchscreen.
Yep.
So I can touch it. Oh. All right, cool. And it does, the newer cars changes like the maps and stuff, so it like the displays. Well, it's been nice getting into the newer BMWs, because a lot of the BMWs I've always driven in my life have been like a lot of the older ones, you know, 2015, 17. So getting into, you know, the M2 last year, I mean the M4 last year was nice, and then getting into the M2, which was, I guess, somewhat older, but oh, is that the sound? Fake sounds?
So
oh, I love it. I mean, it makes it sound more aggressive.
Yeah.
The sound box. You know what car had a sound box like that was really bad? Was the SL55 AMG Mercedes.
No.
Yeah, that thing was, I mean, the V8, like once you put it in sport and you open the windows, you could really hear the V8. But if you close the windows, the sound box turned on. So you had it like injected, for a V8, I don't know why you need that, but hey, you know, does it do like fake pops too?
Yeah, there's a little bit.
I love it. No, I mean, so far I like the response feel. I mean, the brakes, you have to press on them a little bit, something to get used to, but they are decently responsive. But the pedal is very responsive. It's quicker than I thought it was gonna be. I know it's got 312 horsepower. So, I mean, I knew it was gonna be somewhat, like it was gonna have some kind of pickup, but honestly, a little bit quicker than I thought it was gonna feel. No, it feels very nice, very smooth. Let's give it a little bit and drive. Oh yeah, you can hear that little fake sound. I love it. Yeah, it's got good pickup, I gotta say. That is pretty nice, and that's just, yeah, I'm in sport, so that is awesome. It's that sporty feel, and then you don't have to pay the crazy sporty price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, $53,000 for this car is honestly not that bad. Could be a lot worse. Yeah, I think this car gets 23 city, 31 highway, which isn't too bad for an SUV that has over 300 horsepower, you know? Not too bad. I mean, you really can't complain too much about that. Ooh. Quick. Not bad. I think that was just a little second gear pull. No pops on that one though. Wow. Yeah, the DCT helps too. You know, I think having a DCT in this thing helps it feel more performance, you know, because it shifts quick, you know. So once you kind of integrate that into it, that's why it's cool that they're making effort. I mean, the normal human being's not really going to notice a DCT or really care, but it's still there, which helps the car, you know, feel a little bit more, you know, quick and smooth, and you know, handles really nice too. So, but yeah, I really like the look of this SUV. I just thought, I was like, damn, like that's a sharp looking SUV. Like I never like looked at the X1 like that, you know, and
Sure.
just seeing this one, I was like, damn, that's a sharp looking SUV. And to see it at 53,000, not like 80 or 90 or something, I was like, you know, because even I think the X3Ms are like 80, 90,000, I believe.
Yeah, if you load one up, it's about, yeah, it's into the 90s.
Yeah, if it's brand new. Yeah. Obviously you can buy, like I can buy like a 2021 used for like 65 grand. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and that's not even a big time SUV. Like that's a mid-size SUV, you know? So for this thing to be pretty decent size, I mean, when I stop driving, I'll see how the space is in the back, but just from sitting in it right now, it doesn't seem like it's too tiny. Yeah. Got a lot of headspace, nice big, panoramic sunroof? Yeah, so I mean, for 53,000 to have performance, space, fuel efficiency, I mean, not really much more you could ask for at that point. You know, 46,000, you know? Oh, there's the pops. It's just so funny because you can hear it from here. The pops. That's so funny. I don't know why manufacturers ever started doing that. Like, I wonder, maybe something to research. I wonder why like what made them want to do that. Right. I think it helps too with like emissions in California. I know you can't really modify cars, or you could, but it's a kind of a risk in California. So maybe having the fake sound in some of these cars kind of helps people to still hear that performance. Ooh, that's quick. That third gear is very, very quick. Oh, wow. Okay. Woo.
That's pretty good.
Right. I don't know. Have you driven this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured you drive every car that's in there, but. I mean, this 4-cylinder, you know, does it sound as aggressive as the inline 6s did? No. But I will say still sounds pretty good. It's very responsive and it's super quick. I mean, you know, the quick shifts, quick upshifts, quick downshifts. Boost builds pretty quickly for a 4-cylinder turbo, which is pretty much all you can ask for. So for a 4-cylinder on a factory tune to build boost the way it does here in this car, I mean, that's the best you can ask for, honestly. You know, if you're looking for that performance factor. That's awesome. That pulls so perfectly, no lag, awesome. I mean, I like the huge paddle shifters too. Having a paddle shifter that's responsive and kind of, you know, big enough to feel is nice. Some of these cars have like the smaller ones, which is fine, I guess, because at least you have something. Yeah, it's so fast. Gotta give a credit to BMW on the new X1s, very nice. So impressions after driving it. I actually really like it. Not gonna lie, actually a very, very nice BMW. Look at the one-piece like M seats. I mean, for an M Sport to get M type seats, like we're talking like competition type seats. If we go back and take a look at some of the other M Sports and M's, like they just use the basic BMW leatherette seats. Like this thing actually has some really nice seats in there, like premium too. Like I'm not even kidding. Like, I mean, perforated leather, one-piece racing type seat. I mean, the two-tone black and red is insane. Obviously, you have your little extender bar here as always. I mean, it's just a beautiful seat, super comfortable, panoramic sunroof. The design of this interior is excellent. Love the vents going all the way across. They need to do that in more vehicles. I like that, obviously I said it during the driving, but I do like the two screens kind of integrated like this with your digital cluster there and your entertainment system there. I do not love having your dual climate inside, but I can kind of deal with it. The only thing I'd say it's missing is a little bit of carbon fiber for 55 grand, but you really can't complain all that much because it really is beautiful. Center console area, your USB ports, one for media, one for charging. Look at this. I mean, you can put a small bag down here, wallets, keys, anything that you need. You don't have a lot of storage in the compartment, which I honestly forget how to open it. I don't know if there's a button somewhere. Oh, I think it's right here. Yep. I mean, you don't have a lot of storage in this compartment, but you do make up for it down low. So it's not that big of a deal. It's still pretty cool. I mean, you can fit little things in there or whatnot. Pretty good storage in your glove box, which isn't bad as well. Look at the exterior of this thing. I mean, you got the quad exhaust tips with the M Sport diffuser, M Sport bumper too. Look at the little factory spoiler here as well. I mean, this car actually looks stylish and it drives just as nice as it looks too, which is actually pretty sick. The new BMW M headlights, which are nice. I'm still trying to get used to the grille on all of these BMW cars, all the new ones, but the front end is actually pretty stylish looking. You got a little factory front lip here, which is pretty cool. I mean, pretty big vents here in the corner. I mean, this is pretty sharp looking. You can't go wrong. The only thing I would change is probably the wheels. Add a little bit of bigger wheels. I think these are 19s or 18s. I would add probably 20s to this thing with some bigger tires, but I mean, M Sport side skirts. I mean, even look at the door handles. They're not actual handles. They're pull under handles. Very, very beautiful. And now we'll check out kind of the space that we have in the back, because in SUVs, rear storage, rear space, legroom is very, very important. So let's figure out what we got. So first, we'll get an impression of how I feel. Let's see. Oh, comfortable, but not a whole lot of legroom. And I'm, like I said, as I always say, I'm 5'9". So if you got a 6'2", 180-pound dude back here, or, you know, a baby seat probably wouldn't fit well in here. But these seats look magnificent in the rear. I mean, with the little pocket here right there with the M badging, that is so sick. These are honestly some of the nicest one-piece seats I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've been in a lot of vehicles in my life, and these are some of the nicest seats I've ever seen and some of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. But panoramic sunroof looks nice here. Downside is you don't have a lot of foot space. It's doable if you push up the seat a little bit. They are pretty set. They are set pretty far back, but I mean, I've seen worse in SUVs, but it could be a little bit better. But the car itself it's surprising to me. I mean, I didn't really think they could make an X1 look like this, because a lot of the X1s before were kind of afterthoughts. They were just kind of a basic BMW SUV that you buy. I was saying it during a drive and that's it, you know, but I mean, they made this thing performance, and I honestly, I'm digging it. I'm digging the taillights. I'm digging the rear diffuser and the quad tips with it. I'm digging the M Sport feel of it. Now, what I'm not digging as much as I thought I was going to was the cargo space back here. Now, is it tiny? No, you could fit a couple suitcases. You can definitely fit a couple of, you know, like duffel bags and whatnot in here. But don't expect to really bring anything huge. Like if you buy a big product from a store, like big storage items that you would buy for your home or for utility, it's not the most utility vehicle you can use. So I would consider this thing more of a crossover, less than a sport utility vehicle. Maybe a sport crossover, but it has space, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have as much as you may think. So don't buy it thinking I can pack this thing with anything, because that is not true. You are very limited in this thing to what you can pack. But I will say overall, just a beautiful SUV. Really can't go wrong for the price. $53,000, decent size. And look at it next to the GTI. Honestly, next to it, it doesn't even look that much bigger than my hatchback. Kind of concerning. But at the same time, it's kind of a decent bang for your buck. I mean, 53 grand, brand new. It's honestly got plenty of power, plenty of torque, I mean, I wouldn't say plenty of storage, but it has enough storage, and it's got plenty of, you know, dynamic and luxury features that you don't even have to break the bank to get. You know, I'm not saying 53,000 is super cheap, but it's not 80, 90, or 100,000. So being able to be in that, like, you know, 50 range brand new, buy one of these with 10,000 miles on it next year, you're looking into like maybe the low to mid 40s. That's not bad price at all for a technical performance SUV. So I will give this car overall, I could do interior and all that. We'll do overall, I will give this car an 8 out of 10. 8 being, well, it drives amazing, it feels amazing, it's super comfortable, it's not all that pricey, and it looks pretty nice. Why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because it doesn't have as much space as I would have thought it would have. I mean, I know it's kind of a smaller SUV, but still, definitely try to optimize the storage the best you can. So do not buy this SUV if you are planning on using it for a couple of kids, a bunch of utility things, going to Home Depot and Lowe's every weekend, buying big things for your car. It's not gonna fit a whole lot. It's gonna fit more than what a GTI would fit, obviously, because it's, you know, it's technically a SUV, but it's not gonna fit a whole lot. That's the only downside, I would say. Other than that, the car is awesome. Super happy I got to drive this and test it out, and I really do appreciate BMW Sudbury for allowing me to do this as always. Thank you to Dan, my man. Appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this. And boys, we have some more content coming soon. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notifications whenever I post videos. And boys, we will see you in the next one. Peace out.